I had the best science projects in school, and that really led me on to engineering.
I was my daddy's little girl. Whenever he was out working on the cars, I would be out helping him.
Being able to work through and solve a problem was something that was very rewarding to me.
Since first grade, I've never really struggled in math. It's always been something that came natural to me.
My earliest memories of really finding out that I enjoyed math and science probably go back to elementary school. It was always something that I wouldn't say came easily to me at first, but being able to work through and solve a problem was something that was very rewarding to me. I'm the manager of the systems engineers here at AGI. AGI stands for Analytical Graphics, and we develop software for the aerospace and defense industry. And it's analysis and visualization software for land, sea, air, and space applications. On a day-to-day basis, what I'm doing is looking at where our systems engineers are now and what they need, and to bring them up to speed and keep them current with industry knowledge and product knowledge. Our development team is always coming up with new products and capabilities.
Ever since I was a little kid, I've loved space. The event that most affected me going into this career was my trip to the NASA Space Center down in Houston, Texas. I loved the idea of exploring new planets. That was a big driver for me after that. I'm the training manager, so I make sure that our customers know how to use our products. I make sure that the customers know what buttons to click and how to use it to do the jobs that they need to do.
Part of the responsibility of a systems engineer is to assist with the technical training of our customers. Ariane manages a dedicated training team, so that's typically what they do on a day-to-day basis, is they run our training classes and custom training on site, whereas a systems engineer is more of a jack of all trades. So we're doing one-on-one on-site support, we're doing technical demos to potential customers.
When I was in 8th grade, my school got a new computer lab, and I was really interested in these computers. And then I talked my dad into buying me one. And then after I used it for a few months, I just got involved in programming. Quite a bit is involved in writing software. We have to figure out what the software needs to do. We need to gather requirements for the software, as well as design the software, and then implement it using a computer language. The first thing I do before making a new piece of software is really figure out the problem. What exactly are we trying to solve? What needs to happen?
I would say that the definition of an engineer certainly includes designing and creating, and especially problem solving. And the problem solving is my favorite aspect of it. It's taking how something works or how something doesn't work and making it even better.
The software that we use is very heavily based in math, science, engineering, and a lot of aerospace. So every day I get to use my aerospace engineering skills, the math, the science, and I get to explore different programs that are going on around the world.
The majority of our folks here have post-graduate degrees. We do have a lot of folks who are, if they're not currently going to school for their master's, we will assist them in getting their master's.
To become a systems engineer, you do need to have an engineering degree, although we do have a lot of aerospace engineers, but we also have some mechanical engineers because that is closely related.
I believe that for this country to stay on top with technology, we have to have a lot of great engineers who are developing new technologies, using new technologies, and staying at the forefront. There's going to be a lot of opportunities there for people with engineering degrees.
So I think the biggest thing that makes a good software engineer, isn't necessarily raw intellect or incredible math skills. Some software is really difficult to write, but I think a lot of it just takes a disciplined approach, and typically those who are really enjoying what they're doing have the best chance of doing really well.
When I find something that I love doing, I get this rush, and I get so excited to help our customers use the software to do their missions. I love being a part of that.
What I find most satisfying about being a software engineer is going to our company's users conference and then talking to customers, and when I ask them what features are they using in our products, they name a feature that I wrote or that I worked on. And it's pretty cool to see that you have a big effect on a lot of people.
My advice for students would be to be open and to take challenges and take opportunities when they're available. And if you take an opportunity and you fail, it's a learning experience, and it happens to everybody. So don't shy away from an opportunity just because you're afraid to fail. You'll always learn something from it that will be beneficial in the end.
STEM is everything. It's from the moment you wake up in the morning to the moment that you go to bed at night. You are somehow touching technology. What we're designing today is going to be completely different for, say, my children who are younger, what they're going to be using in the future. So that is forever changing, and there will always be opportunities out there.